Okay, I've been challenged, so I will be doing. Alright, so Waffle House lore. So it all started with Waffle House Lord. So that means there's a Waffle House religion that is poorly made waffle. So the waffle goes down into waffle assistants, and the waffle assistants try to spread the word about the new host of Waffle House. And the Waffle House is like, I don't know, is like the church. It's the Waffle House, you know. So these guys have pancakes on top of them because they're that strong. So yeah, they have pancakes on top of them for armor. So now for the pancake religion, you know all of this. So there has to be a Waffle House. Let's just say WH. And the old Waffle House, the old host was died because it was eaten by a 6-year-old child. And then the guards are little bacon strips, so yeah, there's a bacon strip guard that guard the overlord of bacon of this. Then we have egg jokers. Yeah, there's egg jokers. Yeah. And if there's egg jokers, yeah, they try to entertain over here, so they give motivation over here. So basically, this is all one group. And this is like Waffle House religion. But over here, where there's wild apples roaming fields of humans. There's wild humans roaming, and they're like predators and stuff. So they hunt the apples so they can eat, but they're like the top of the food chain. So they stab the apple, so there's no more apples. The apples are extinct. No, the apples belong over there. So apples are no longer a part of Waffle House menu, because they took them off, yeah. So Waffle House permanently enslaves these tiny humans so they don't eat them. So they use the tiny humans to for the waffles to gain stronger. So the waffles are basically the top. But in there's a tiny little group, and they took inspiration. And I'm talking about the IHOP group. The IHOP gang is taking over. With their unlimited pancakes, they are unstoppable. But that doesn't stop these guys, because these guys are stronger, but they don't have as much quantity, but they do have quality. So they start to grow and start stealing some of the like the jokers, and then they get the eggs. They get the bacon, like the wild bacon. So that's a bacon. That's a bacon. So they're starting to grow, right? I had to expand. Alright, so now we have that chain. There's another. I know. But this is all the past now. IHOP has grown with advertisements everywhere. But they just have quantity, not quality. Because Waffle House is really good. But they do have some enemies that were sent by IHOP, which are the homeless people. The homeless people and the potential WWE fighters are sent this way to destroy Waffle House. So Waffle House is already being taken down, but IHOP is now taking over a big chunk of land. But then a mysterious group called Denny's comes out of nowhere. So Denny's over here is trying to take over, but they're like really bad. And then there's like this big mix up, and alright. So here's all the soldiers. There's like over here they have like a ton of soldiers. And over here they're getting bigger every single second. So the pancakes, we're gonna draw a cherry, just to make sure it's a pancake with like egg and bacon with that, and this is the king of this kingdom, so we're gonna have to crown the pancakes, right? So now the bacon and the eggs, the Joker egg is motivating these smaller pancakes for their junior pancakes. The junior pancakes are like the assistants, and they're just like they have like, I don't know, egg on them. Well, so while they're sending all their homeless people that they've gathered over the years over to Waffle House, Denny's is starting to rise. So Denny's grows a force field and hires professional bacons to take over IHOP and that. So they're doing something different. No Joker this time. I forgot. I gotta erase the Joker this time. No. Just pretend that's not here. Now here they're good at something too, and that's nothing. So they're good at orange juice because they buy off Tropica, which is like a loader. So Tropica over here with their orange juice, and they're gonna send over their supplies. And they want to make some extra moolah, so they're going to send it over to IHOP and Waffle House. I know, crazy, right? So while Tropica is sending to all these retailers, there's this massive war going on. But there's some there's one thing over here. They're going Roman style. So there's multiple CEOs. Or like kings. So there's you got 4 years to be the CEO. And then it's someone new. But one thing Denny has is that horrible kid. He's going to send that kid, yeah, we fancy like Denny's. Yeah, that kid, he's going to send it over to IHOP, which is going to bribe him to, which they're going to put their invisibility cloak on, so, and he's going to pass through. And then he will go all the way to Waffle House. So Waffle House is in danger right now. But they just bought some land from Truman. I know, crazy. The crossover of the century. So they're gonna take the sales from there and add some locations. 'Cause they're gonna try doing quality over quantity. Alright, so we have that, and then so they're grabbing all these orange juice and then these guys are sending it to the main corpse. So in the middle, and then they have their like secret corporation, which is the real Waffle House, where the Waffle House stands, where nobody knows. They set up a decoy over here. Alright? So that decoy is the only thing that's keeping that area. And also, lucky for the they actually took back their egg back. So they pretended the egg and dressed up everybody in a costume while they ran over to bigger land. And then one day they decided to group all their land up here. So now they have all this land, and this is extra important territory. So territory. This is like army spaces. So now they're getting extra supplies, and they're starting to cut off a little of that to all the other corporations. So we're just going to draw a little line, but that's not telling them that. So this guy is over, that guy is now over here in the Waffle House. So we're just going to draw a K for king. Same with all his gestures. So we're going to draw an army, and it's going to be ready to attack. So A is for army. They have a massive army. That's their army. So they're going to try to attack Denny's, because Denny's is horrible. So they go for Denny's. And while they're doing that, a new thing comes up. And I can't say this, but a new trend starts coming up. The news finally got out that Waffle House has a new host, but it's the same host as earlier as we started. So that is now they have now taken Tropica, but they're still kind of sending it to the other companies because they need money. So they're going to attack all the way over here, and then they're going to send 50% of the army over here. Actually, they're going to send 35% of the army right there. While the other alright, so 125%, and then hold up, I have to do that. Alright, 60. So 40 goes all the way to over. Actually, yeah, 35. So the rest of the army goes for IHOP. And IHOP, since that attack was so powerful and the Waffle House is actually fake. They've successfully taken over everything of this area, so they take over that. Now they make a peace treaty, so it's kind of a territory to him, but it's not really. So they're kind of like a Mexico or something like that, but not really. Like, they partially own it, but they don't own it all the way. It's like a 50-50. So they have Denny's on their side. So while that is happening, Trumu gets defeated because they accidentally battled Trumu too hard. So Trumu rebuilds right here in the base. So they start sending over to IHOP and to Denny's. So Denny's is basically a territory. So they start making a full-on peace treaty so they can live. And then a dangerous foe appears that tries to take over. They make a peace treaty, and while they have Nestle, and Nestle's evil, so are they. So Waffle House over here is getting attacked by two companies. And that two companies is going to be Nestle. And Nestle is taking over the chocolate milk industry. But here comes the big shocker. And a part of the half of McDonald's, breakfast McDonald's has come over here and is officially deciding which peace treaty should they go for. So the lord of this is the hash brown, the king hash brown. And then they have many egg McMuffins. So they decide to become their own independent country and have a peace treaty with both of them. So they're not affected. And they're really just producing something. They're producing their mystery meat, which they sent out from. So they're technically kind of cutting off IHOP over here. So they're kind of over here. Waffle House is making them send over their mystery meat to IHOP, so nobody comes back. And also they send over their underpaid workers over there to try to make nobody come back there, because they undercooked the food. Half of it was like frozen still. But so the trap worker over there has grown up and it has officially started to go to prison, because he's grown up now. But he's still gonna have to work over here still, because what his ancestors done to all his to all of the apples. And so yeah, now here comes the big thing. The coffee industry, all of it, in the middle of this battle. See, we have all the coffees over here, but the natural ones are in like their own little colony. So the natural ones obviously all go to over here. And the unnatural coffee that is named brand goes to IHOP. which is really bad because natural coffee is really good. So, as this is happening, a new industry comes up. Rats. No. A new foe appears. Rats. So, rats invade. They are like a mini army. They invade each supply. So, your coffee tastes like crap. And while making your coffee taste like crap, they will be strategizing how will they get there. And then, but they both companies agree to destroy all the rats, so they destroy all the rats. So the rats don't exist anymore. But they still have a food poisoning disease going on. So the food poisoning disease will poison some food. So that decreases some sales. So sales go down just a little bit. So yeah. Yeah. Alright. So like it's IHOP and Denny's. No, it's Denny's. Okay, I'll get them to join. Okay, so yeah. Then a new foe appears. Birthday style. A new thing called awkward people show up. All the workers show up and sing you happy birthday. So this is the birthday company, and it blasts off because everybody wants to have a birthday at Waffle House, but it's a little bit more. So they're sending a little bit more because they give them more money for the birthday stuff. All right, now that said, they added a secret ingredient to their bacon, and the bacon sales go up. So hold up. Alright, now we're expanding. There's going to be two sides. The companies, and then we have the producers. The producers are going to be like True Moon, Tea, and Nestle, and, oh crap, I forgot. And Tropica. So we have Tropica, and all these producers are giving them to a thing. So they're kind of cutting off some things. Now they found love this, right? So normal fast food chain restaurants start moving. So McDonald's gets connected to over here. So McDonald's industry. So the McDonald's industry is supplying to that area. So if that area is supplied, that is really good because they're supplying a money-making machine, and they're supplying the extra grease and the secret ingredient to make every single thing taste really good and really bad at the same time. So their food so people have horrible taste buds, so they like Waffle House. But the Waffle House discontinues there, and then their sales get boosted. So I'm gonna graph of both of these. So we have IHOP over here, IH, and then we have WH. Alright, so this is the graph. So they went up a little bit, down, and then They went down because of the McDonald's sales, and then they went straight up. And then they just balanced at an area real quick, and then they kind of went down, and then they went up. Because the uprise was like when this is when coffee was introduced. So that is it. That's the graph. So now we have the graph of that. Now we have this. So it was like up high and then down low because the pancakes were really trash. And then it just went down all-time low because of things. And then it kind of went up because of the birthdays. And then the unnatural coffee just boosted it down. And then it's just kind of uprising. And look at that. Look at that. It's just beautiful. So now we have both graphs. We have to set a timeline. Oh my gosh, how much do I have to do this? Now we have to set a timeline for these. So start religion, producers, and then present day. Rebel, producers, and then no. Alright, so these are really different because this has religion, and then this is starting to pick up a religion. So this is when religion, the IHOP religion came up. And then right before when it started coming up, they got a new manager. So that brought it around. It didn't really go so far, so that didn't really go so far. So now that is just horrible. IHOP is an all-time low. It's not even succeeding anymore. But Waffle House, since of the news, it just went down just a little bit, and then it's just at the top now. So now we're at the top. We can do something. This over here can do something called taking over a company. So taking over a company is like a long-term deal. So they partially take over it, like they get like a 50% deal on it. So they get that, and then they also get that. So they get McDonald's breakfast, and then they start getting all the natural coffee too, and then they get they start getting half of the birthday supplies. So they're taking over all of this. And then when you thought it was about to get worse for IHOP, it went up for a little bit and then through the charts, down. No sales for them. So then they took McDonald's, all of this, and now they've taken that. Now they've taken some land back, taken everything. They've taken everything back. They've taken all the producers, and now the true winner is Waffle House. Waffle House has won in this contagious war. Good job.